Hi everyone, I am Benji Habok and I'm going to be with you in this topic together with Mr. Edward Hoson, and welcome to this podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the statement of Reverend Father P.E. Vidal on the retraction letter of Jose Rizal. First, let us talk a brief discussion of Padre Pio, the author of Rizal's retraction. Did you know that Padre Pio P.E. Vidal was the superior of Jesuits in the Philippines when Rizal was executed on December 30, 1896. He is known for composing the formula of Rizal's retraction letter and profession of faith. In his statement, Padre Pio said that Rizal retracted his anti-Catholic beliefs in December 29, 1896, the day before his execution. He said Rizal did this voluntarily and in a state of full lucidity. So, kung hindi po natin alam, no, dito sinabi ni Rizal yung ilang oras bago siya mamatay na binawi ni Rizal ang kanyang mga sinulat laban sa simbahan at sinabi niya na isa siyang Katoliko. Mr. Edward Horson will explain the rest.
Father Pio also said that he witnessed Rizal's retraction letter being signed by Rizal himself. He said that the letter was then brought to Archbishop Nazaleda, who approved it. To prove his statement, Father Pio signed a notarial act on April 7, 1917. The notarial act was signed by Dr. Joaquin Daimao Ifiter, the notary of the Illustrious College of Barcelona, Spain.
Good morning. Can any one of you can read this 5 bullet, the background of the author?
Ako po, sir.
Okay, you may read this.
So the author's name is Father Pio P. Y. Vital. He was an Italian priest who was known for his piety and charity, as well as the gift of the stigmata. He was born on May 25, 1887, in Pietrelcina, Italy. He was the son of Maria Giuseppa and Gracio Porgini. He was known the superior of the Jesus in the Philippines when Rizal was executed on December 30, 1896. He is known for composing the formula of Rizal, retraction letter, and professor of faith. So, si Father Pio ay isang Italian priest na nakilala rin sa pagiging the superior of the Jesus in the Philippines when Rizal was executed on December 30, 1896. So, hinikayat niya si Rizal na talikuran ang kanyang mga pananaw na kontra Katoliko at ang kanyang pagiging miyembro sa mga maso. Nagpadala siya ng mga Heswata sa kanyang mga silid. Yun lang po yung mga explanation ko po.
Okay, thank you. May dagdag lang, no? And also, did you know what stigmata is? Stigmata, singular stigma, is a Christian mysticism, bodily marks, scars, or pains corresponding to those of crucified Jesus Christ. That is on the hands of the feet, near the heart, and sometimes on the head. Ito yung sugat ni Jesus is meron din siya, tapos yung kanya hindi din gumagaling. Parang lahat nung nakapako si Jesus, na-attain niya rin yung mga sugat ni Jesus. Yun lang. Maraming salamat. And can anyone read the other author? Si Father Vicente.
Sir, ako po.
Ito,
Okay na?
you can
Ako
read.
na?
You can read po. Thank you.
Yung lahat po ng bullet.
Yes po.
Okay. Sorry. Si Father Vicente Balogar. He was born on January 19, 1851 in Alicante, Spain. He joined the Society of Jesus on July 30, 1890 and went to the Philippines in 1894. His first missionary assignment was in Surigao and he was transferred to Dapitan in 1896. A year later, he was assigned to Davao. He was the one who solemnized the marriage of Jose Rizal and Josephine Braca. Si Padre Vicente Balaguer daw ay pinanganak sa Alicante, Spain noong January 19, 1851. Tapos po, sumapi siya sa Samahan ni Jesus noong July 30, 1890. And then, sa Surigao naman siya unang naatasan bilang misyonero at inilipat sa Dapitan noong 1896. Tapos po, si Padre Vicente Balaguer ang isa sa mga paring bumisita kay Jose Rizal sa mga huling oras ng kanyang buhay sa piitan sa Fort Santiago noong December 30, 1917. And then, sa kanyang pagbabalik sa Espanya, sinabi niyang siya ang nag-udyok kay Jose Rizal upang gawin ang retraksyon at siya rin ang nagkasal kay Jose Rizal at Josephine Bracken. Yun lang po, sir.
Very complete, no? I like your answer. 1K.
Thank you po.
Tama, no? Siya ay isang paring Heswita na nag-aangkin na siya ay naghatid upang kumbinsihin si Rizal na tuliksain ng masonry at bumalik sa pagiging Katoliko. Next po. Statement of Reverend Father Pio E. Vidal on the retraction letter. I make this statement as I shall explain with full certainty both on account of the personal role I played in those events and the part other fathers of the Society of Jesus who were all my subordinates took in them as because of what was publicly reported and known, all of which facts happened during the time when I discharged the office of superior of the mission of the Society of Jesus in the Philippines with habitual residence in Manila, and I actually present in that capital at the time of the events referred to. And in this statement, the author is asserting their confidence and certainly in the upcoming explanation they intend to provide, they base this certainly on several factors. First, the personal involvement. The author claims to have played a significant role in the events they are about to describe. This implies that they were directly engaged in or had first-hand knowledge of the situation they will discuss. Second, leadership position. The author mentions being in a position of authority, specifically as the superior of the mission of the Society of Jesus in the Philippines. Third, the subordinate Jesuits. The author mentions that other Jesuits father who were under their leadership and authority also played a part in the events. And fourth, public knowledge. The author alludes to the fact that the event they will explain were publicly reported and known. And lastly, geographical presence. The author established their physical presence in Manila, the capital of the Philippines. At the time of the event being discussed, this further emphasized their proximity to the events and their first-hand knowledge of what occurred. In essence, these statements serve as an introduction to the forthcoming explanation. In December 28, 1896, the night before Dr. Jose Rizal was installed in the chapel, a major occurrence occurred. The Jesuits' father were given an important task by Archbishop Nozeleda to look after Dr. Rizal's spiritual needs while he was incarcerated. The Jesuits joyfully accepted this mission, not just because it came from the revered prelate, but also because it had a fundamental goal to make peace between Dr. Rizal and God and the Church in order to finally seek redemption to his soul. In essence, the line emphasized Jesuit's father readiness to take on duty of assisting and supporting Dr. Rizal on his spiritual journey. During a crucial period in his life, the opportunity to assist him in finding Jesus, in finding forgiveness of and spiritual comfort during a trying time is acknowledged, underscoring their dedication to both their faith and their former student. And disapproving of retraction letter. His Grace, perhaps referring to Archbishop Nozaleda, gave us the authorization to use his spiritual abilities to the extent that it might be required when he entrusted us with our assignment. This meant that we had the authority to present him on in Dr. Rizal related spiritual concerns. The Archbishop also anticipated that before Dr. Rizal could accept the sacraments of the church, he might need to be asked to publicly denounce or repudiate any religious errors and his membership in Freemasonry. Freemasonry. He was thought to be well known for both his Masonic affiliation and his theological mistakes. In addition, the Archbishop said that he would offer a certain formula or set of instruction for this reason. He gave us the option of coming with a different formula to present Dr. results. It's significant to note that the speaker undoubtedly created this formula with the Archbishop agreement and supervision. The Archbishop gave the formula his blessing but did not insist that it been given to him for final approval. In essence, the passage describes the authority and responsibilities given to the Jesuit's father by the Archbishop to guide Dr. Rizal in matter of faith and potential reduction of his previous beliefs and affiliation, emphasizing the importance of ensuring that he was in alignment with the teaching of the church before receiving the sacraments. And thank you. Miss Hinang, can you continue the 3 bullets? Hello po. Can you continue po, Miss Sinang? Nandyan po ba? Hello? Rinig pa ba ako?
Yes, rinig kayo, sir.
Wala ata si Hinang, no? Si Mariel. Hello. Wait. Hello?
Sorry, nakamute pala ako.
Sige, okay lang. Can you read na po? Thank you. Nagsasalita ba siya? Nakamute ka ulit.
Mariel, nakamute ka. 40 minutes lang to.
Sorry.
Sige, okay lang.
Okay, game na?
Okay, sige.
Okay. Place of the execution. As stated in the statement of Reverend Father Pio, he asked the fathers who remained with Rizal in the chapel and to escorted Rizal at the place where he was executed, which is the Bagong Bayan. Despite of his absence, they gave him the details of what was happening there. Many fathers went to see Rizal besides the fathers who accompanied him.
There is a father who proposed his services to accommodate Rizal. Next is yung Rizal's retraction letter. It also stated that before Rizal's retraction letter, the composition presented by Father Bigger had some flaws that he discovered. He wanted to make a few small changes to make it seem more. So Father Pio did the letter and Rizal was satisfied to see the changes. So thus, he signed the retraction letter. Beneath Rizal's signature, the chief of the picket, Juan del Fresno, and the adjutant of the plaza, Eloy More, also signed as witness. Rizal read the retraction letter. According to Father Pio, he described Rizal being not contented just by signing the retraction letter. Rizal knelt down before the chapel's altar and read his own retraction. This act profoundly affected everyone who was present. So, in conclusion po, the statement of Father Pio P.E. Vidal is the only known eyewitness account of Rizal's retraction. However, it has been challenged by some historians who believe that Rizal did not retract his beliefs. The debate over Rizal's retraction is likely to continue for many years to come. But regardless of whether or not Rizal retracted, he remains a national hero of the Philippines.
Okay na po. Thank you. Next po. Can anyone read the statement of Reverend Father Vicente Balaguer?
I can, sir.
You may go. You may read na.
Statement of Reverend Father Vicente Balaguer Lacer, S.J. Reverend Father Vicente Balaguer Lacer, S.J. issued an affidavit in Murcia, Spain on August 8, 1917. He claimed in his sworn statement that when he visited Rizal in Fort Santiago, he convinced Rizal to return to his Catholic faith, and the best manifestation is Rizal's retraction letter. Thus, Father Balaguer is considered by some historians as the priest who became God's instrument in the conversion and retraction of Rizal. After being condemned to death, Rizal expressed his desire to be visited by the fathers of the Society of Jesus, Father Pio P., along with Father Sodera, rector of the Ateneo, and Father Luis Visa, visited the fort on December 29, 1896. Rizal received them with affection and asked about his professors, but only Father Villa Clara remained. Father Balaguer, a missionary in the Pitan, was also present, and Rizal requested to join them. Dr. Jose Rizal, a devout student at Ateneo, carved a small statue of the Sacred Heart Jesus, which remained preserved for 20 years. So, the statement of Father Vicente Balaguer, nag-issue daw po siya ng affidavit sa Murcia, Spain noong August 8, 1917. The retraction is the letter na ginawa ni Rizal bago siya mamatay, na nire-renounce niya na nagbabalik na siya sa Catholic faith, which is kanya nang itinatakwil ang lahat ng kanyang mga ginawa na dahilan ng kanyang pagiging isang bayani. Then, sabi ng ilan ay si Father Balaguer daw ang instrumento ng Diyos upang ma-convert si Rizal sa Catholicism. Hiniling ni Rizal nung siya ay nakakulong na bisitahin siya ng kanyang mga instructor, which is mga pare na parte ng Society of Jesus. Sila Father Pio, Sedara, at ang kanyang tinuturing na kaibigan na si Vicente Balaguer. Yun lang po.
Thank you, Mr. Labaco. Next po.
Ako po.
Sige po, you can read na po. Thank you.
Father Visa remembered the statuette and brought it to Rizal's Fort Santiago. Father Villa Clara and Father Sadera visited the convict's chapel cell and discussed his religious beliefs. The Archbishop ordered Rizal to make a retraction of errors and a confession of Catholic faith before delivering the sacraments. The Father Superior of the mission prepared a concise retraction and confession, which was approved by the prelate. The Archbishop also provided the formula for retraction and confession during their meeting, and Father Villaclara and Father Pio discussed Rizal's belief on religion and the absurdity of rationalism. He criticized the lack of instructions and errors made by paganism's greatest sages. The father attacked Rizal and with Catholic doctrine arguments, but he continued to express objections to heretics. The text describes a conversation between Father Villaclara and Dr. Rizal, which lasted until dusk. The conversation then moved to the Ateneo and then to the palace, where the author reported on the convict's condition and requested the formula of retraction. The formula was not yet completed, but Rizal requested it and asked for it. Based po sa pagka-intindi ko po dito is Father Visa remembered the statuette kaya to dinala kay Rizal. And then Father Villa Clara and Father Cedera ay pumunta po sa chapel para mag-discuss ng religious beliefs po nila, salita ng Diyos. And then the Archbishop nag-request kay Rizal na kumbaga evaluate at i-retract yung errors ng confession para kapag 'di ba pag nagaano ang pare may nagsasalita po sila. So nagpa-evaluate muna siya kay Rizal para mapunan kung may mga errors ba iyon. And then the Father Superior of the Mission is nagpagawa din siya ng confession at saka nagpagawa din si Archbishop. And then yun nga pagdating nga po ng meeting ni Father Villaclara and Father POP is kumbaga parang nangyari po dito pinag-compare po nila yung confession ng dalawang pare. And then ayun nga po ang napansin at diniscuss yung kay Rizal. And then they criticized the lack of instruction and errors made by paganism greatest sages. At kaya ngayon nung na-criticize the fathers attack Rizal with Catholic doctrine arguments. And still si Rizal, he continued to express objections to heretics. Hanggang sa, ayun nga po, yung conversation kumalat na ng kumalat at saka mabot na sa move to the Ateneo and then to the palace, where the author reported the convict's condition and request the formula of retraction. Yun nga po, nung nag-request, the formula was not completed, but Rizal requested and asked for it.
Thank you, no? Very complete din, no? I like it. 1K. Okay, next, the author suggested a shorter formula. Can anyone read this?
Sir.
Okay. Mr. Hoson.
The author suggested a shorter formula which Dr. Rizal agreed to, and he began writing his retraction. The declaration was signed by Fathers Fresno and Moore, and he read it with devotion. The author testifies that he personally witnessed and confirmed the retraction, and he wrote a detailed account of the event on the day of Rizal's death. The original account is preserved and used in the present narration. The document was delivered to Father P.O.P. at Ateneo before Rizal reached Bagong Bayan. So, as we can see, sir, yung primary witness natin is si Father Balaguer. And then, Bagong Bayan is kung saan siya in-execute, kung saan naganap yung gun firing ng mga, yun, sir.
Yan, thank you. 500 muna for you. Okay. To summarize, no, can anyone can summarize the 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 retraction letter of Rizal? Can anyone ba na makakapagsabi kung ano yung kung ano yung mismong nilalaman ng story na, na ginawa?
Ako po.
Yan, Mr. Labaco.
As I have researched, na kita ko po kung ano po yung mismong nilalaman ng retraction letter ni Rizal. Babasahin ko po. I
Sige
declare
po.
myself a Catholic, and in this religion in which I was born and educated, I wish to live and die. I retract with all my heart whatever in my words, writings, publication, and conduct has been contrary to my character as son of the Catholic Church. I believe and I confess whatever she teaches, and I submit to whatever she demands. I abominate Masonry as the enemy which is of the Church, and as a society prohibited by the Church. The Diocesan prelate may, as the superior ecclesiastical authority, make public this spontaneous manifestation of mine in order to repair the scandal which my acts may have caused, and so that the God and people may pardon me. So basically, ang ibig sabihin po ni Rizal ay dinedeclare niya po ang sarili niya bilang isang Catholic. And parang tinatakwil niya na po lahat ng kanyang mga balikong paniniwala laban sa Catholicism. And ang mga yon ay ang kanyang mga sinulat na libro or mga ginawa niyang mga paglaban sa mga Espanyol. Ngunit marami pa rin hanggang ngayon ang hindi naniniwala na ginawa yan ni Rizal at kine-question kung karapat-dapat pa rin ba siyang maging national hero ng Pilipinas. Ngunit patuloy pa rin inaalam hanggang sa ngayon kung ano ang dapat gawin dito. Gayunpaman, pinaniniwalaan pa rin na dapat siyang ituring na isang bayan. Yun lang po.
Thank you. 1K for you. Galante ako ngayon. Yun, no? So, yung retraction letter, parang pinakita lang dito yung kung paano ba nabago nung mga pare yung pananaw ni ni Rizal sa Katolisismo. So, nabago naman nila yung pananaw ni Rizal, nag-convert siya or binawi niya yung mga masasamang sinabi niya about sa Katolisismo, and sinabi niya rin sa sarili niya na isa akong Katoliko. Ganun. So, next po. Next pa ba? Yan. Luneta Park. Alam siguro natin yan lahat. Wait lang. Dito, tinegi si Rizal. Yan. Rizal Park, no? Kilala rin bilang Luneta Park o simpleng Luneta. Isa siyang makasaysayang urban. Yan. Urban Park na matatagpuan sa kahabaan ng Rojas Boulevard sa Maynila. Ito ay katabi ng lumang napapadira ng lungsod ng Intramuros at isa sa pinakamalaking urban park sa Asia. Dito ginawa yung paano ba 'yon? Rebulto or statue ni Rizal. Next po.
Permission to speak po, sir.
Ay, sige po. I like that.
Yung Rizal Park po is tinatawag na Bagong Bayan na.
Oh,
Yun
yes.
po yung lumang name.
Tama. Thank you very much. 500. Yan. The Fort Santiago. Wait lang. Ay, tama. The Fort Santiago, no? Dito, kinulong si Rizal sa humigit kumulang na 56 days from November 3 to December 26, 1896. Ginawa talaga itong lugar na ito para maging kulungan, prison cell. Ginawa siya nung na-reconstructed ito noong 1953 as a museum and as a shrine dedicated to Jose Rizal. No, dito rin pinuntahan ng mga kaparian nila Father Pio, Father Vicente si Rizal nung bago siya patayin. Next po. Can anyone identify the picture?
Try, sir.
Sige po, Mr. Hoson.
Based po dito sa picture, ito yung execution ni Dr. Jose Rizal sa pamagitan ng gun firing. And addition ko lang is yung last words niya dyan is in Spanish, consummatum est, or in English, it is finished.
Yun.
Yun po.
Tama. Sige. Thank you. 500. Like, yun. So, like yun sa sinabi ni Labaco kanina, yung sa Bagong Bayan. Ito pa siya yon. Hindi pa siya Luneta Park kasi yung Luneta Park yun na yung ngayon, yung Rizal Park kasi dito yung time na in-execute si Rizal. Saan siya namatay? Ganun. Pinatay. Yan. Thank you. Maraming salamat po.